Hey guys, welcome back to MathsCube. Today we are attempting the fourth question from the International Advanced Level Pure Mathematics P2. So without further ado, let's get started. The fourth question, the A part is find the first three terms in ascending powers of x of the binomial expansion of, which is in bracket 2 plus px into to the power of 6, where p is a constant. Give each term in the simplest form, and that's of 4 marks, so it requires a bit of working here. So guys, to solve this question, what I want you guys to do is go back to the equation given here, which is 2 plus p into x to the power 6. That's out of the bracket. Now remember, whenever we are solving a binomial expansion or just expanding any equation or function here, what we do is we want something in the order or in the form of this here: 1 plus p to the power x, whichever function there written is. Most probably there will be 1 plus a to the power x into n, or n is the power here, which is 6. P can be anything which is written there. So we want and everything into this form, in this state. But as you can see, we have 2 here. So what we can do is we can take that as a term or factor and take it out of the bracket. So if I take 2 out of here, if I make it a common term here, then that will become 2 into 1 become 2, as you can see in the bracket, and then this will be, oops, there you go, it will become p upon 2, because if we multiply p upon 2 with 2, those 2's will cancel and we'll have everything as it was in the equation above. There you go. Now we have got our first mark here. Now guys, remember, before just expanding this function right here, what we have to do is we have to take this power, the power, you can see the n in concentration with the factor we have taken out. So 2 will become 2 to the power 6, and we'll continue as it was. Now what I'll do is I'll just simplify it. So 2 to the power 6 is 64 as written here, and now what we can do is expand this function easily. So 1 plus p upon 2x to the power 6. To expand this, I'll give you a very easy trick. The very first term of any binomial expansion is 1, so you can remember it. I'll just take 64 out first, and I'll be just writing this function right here. So the very first term you can say is 1. Then the formula changes, so the formula becomes like this. I'll just tell you. So the formula is n into x, and our x is the second value in the bracket, which is this one, p upon 2x. So that'll become 6 into p upon 2 will become 3px, and then the formula after this third term for the formula for the third term will be, this is for the second term, n into x. The third term will be, so this will be the formula for the third term, and if you can remember, that's good for you, but I guess that will be given in the formula booklet. Then that's n into n minus 1 into x square. N is the power, that will be 6. Sorry, I forgot that the division is by 2 factorial. So the factorial is basically, or 2 factorial you can say is, I'll just tell you. So if it's factorial written here in easy or simpler words, 2 factorial is 2 into 1, and basically everything going backwards. And if I say you can take 4 factorial, it will become 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, everything rolling back till 1. So that will become 2 only, because 2 into 1 is 2. So I'll just simplify it. So 6 into 5 will become 30, and 30 divided by 2 factorial will be simply 15. And then we'll go back and look at p upon 2 into x whole square. So if it comes whole squared, this will become 15 into p square into x square upon 4, or we can simply say 15 upon 4. I'll write it now. There you go. And now after getting all these three terms right here, what I'll do is I'll just multiply by the 64. If you remember that we took 64 as a factor out, and it will become, there you go, 64 into 1 is 64, and plus 192, because 3 into 64 is 192 p into x, plus 240 p square x square. Now 15 upon 4 into 64 becomes 240, so there'll be no confusion right there. Basic maths, you can say. And now that's our A part done. Moving on to the B part. The B part states that given that in the expansion of 3 minus half into x into 2 plus px up whole square 6, the coefficient of x square is minus 3 upon 4. The P part asks us to find the possible values of P, and when they say the possible values of P, or if I highlight the values, it means that there will be two, or you can say more than one value of P. So just remember that. So guys, one clue they have given us is that x square is equal to minus 3 upon 4. Now what do they mean by giving this whole function 3 minus half into 2 plus p into x, which we already expanded, and we got 64 plus 192 px and etc. Now what we have to do is we have to look or make x square from this function. I already told you, and there you go. So what we'll do is we know that we have half x, and we can multiply it with p into x, which can make x square, and we have a x square already mentioned, which is 240 p square x square. So we can multiply minus half into 192 px, which can give us a or I'll show you how. There you go, minus 92p after multiplying minus half x into 192 px, which becomes px square. But we know the x square value, but we are finding the possible values of p, so we have to remove x square, the coefficient of x square, from everywhere. And if you know, I have set this equation, which is minus 92p plus 720p square. 720p square came from 240p square x square into 3, because that was the only value left here. And then that's equal to minus 3 upon 4, as they said x square is equal to minus 3 upon 4. Now I can see that this equation is becoming quadratic one. So to make this a quadratic function, what I'll do is I'll set it to equal 0 by taking this minus 3 upon 4 to this side of the equation, and that'll become, there you go, 720p square minus 96p plus 3 upon 4 is equal to 0. It's up to you. If you want, you can multiply or remove this fraction by multiplying both the sides by 4, which will give us 2880p square minus you can say 4 into 96 will give us minus 392 plus 3 as it is equal to 0. So to solve this quadratic function, what I'll do is I'll just bring my calculator and just go into the mode setup, go into the fifth equation function, go into the third one to find the quadratic one. There you go, you can see three values here, and we have to put these three values. We can see 720p square comes in as a, minus 96, remember that you have to add the signs also. There you go, and we will have 3 divided by 4. There you go, that's 0.75. and when I just press the calculator equal sign, I get 1 upon 8 as my x1 value and 1 upon 20 as my second value. So these both are the values of p. I'll write it down. There you go, and that's our B part done. The fourth question, you can say 4 and 4, 8 marks gained very easily. And thanks for watching guys. Stay tuned for more videos from this series.